President Kempe, Prime Minister Babacan, dear Ali, Minister Yildiz, Mr. Brzezinski, Mr. Poneman, Members of Parliament, Thomas Barreis, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the invitation to attend the Atlantic Council Energy and Economic Summit. And I'd like to say a particular thank you to the Turkish government for its hospitality. There's probably no better location for the Energy and Economic Summit than Istanbul. The city is a melting pot of East and West, a bridge between the Occident and the Orient. There really is an enormous economic and urban dynamic here, and at the same time, the city is representative of many of global megatrends. This year, your summit is taking place at a time of many economic uncertainties. I share the concerns of the IMF that we could face a serious global economic slowdown. Among the particular burdens are the debt crisis and lack of growth in some of European countries. This crisis is primarily a crisis of confidence, triggered by increasing levels of government borrowing and a lack of competitiveness in certain Eurozone countries. But we have already started to address both of these issues. We in Europe have agreed on new basic rules for a union of stability and growth. Many member states have clearly improved their level of competitiveness. Portugal and Ireland are good examples here. And it is now crucial for us to continue to implement the new rules resolutely. The USA is also facing big challenges in budget consolidation. If the US Congress fails to agree by the end of the year, the country is at risk of huge budgetary cuts and tax rises. If the US were to fall off the edge of this fiscal cliff, America's economy and labor market could be considerably damaged. This would also impact upon the global economic situation. The Asian dragon is also lacking fire. In the past few months, China's growth has fallen to levels that we haven't seen since the beginning of the financial crisis. In spite of the difficult international environment, the German economy remains robust. In fact, we are anticipating total growth of 0.8% of this year. And for next year, we project the economy to grow by 1%. Such growth are only possible thanks to the solid structural basis of the German economy. Among Germany's particular strength are our highly productive, small and medium-sized enterprises. The German Mittelstand is regionally rooted and makes exports to countries right around the world. It is famous for both closeness to the customer and for quality. It also stands for innovation. One such example is German engineers who use modern information and communication technologies to develop new appliances, production processes, and factories. Many people are already speaking of Industry 4.0 as the future global language of production. Germany and Turkey are linked by close trade relations in all of these areas. Last year, our bilateral trade reach the record figure of almost 30 billion euros. And we are also strong partners in investment. Germany remains one of the biggest foreign investors in Turkey. There's particularly strong bilateral integration between of our countries in the area of manufacturing. And the expansion of the Turkish energy industry also offers tremendous opportunities. A prime example of this is Evonik Sterk's coal-fired power station in Iskenderun, which, with an investment volume of 1.5 billion US dollars, is the largest German investment project in Turkey. And when it comes to energy, German companies offer high levels of expertise as well as innovative technologies. This is an area which is spawning new markets and business opportunities for industry and trade. And for its part, Turkey has enormous potential in renewable energy, hydropower, solar, and wind. This is in addition to the growing importance of Turkey as an energy supply hub, which is also a topic that will be discussed at this summit. This means that there are very good opportunities for even closer cooperation between our two countries. We therefore intend to set up a joint energy forum focused on energy security in Germany and Turkey. There is no other EU country that maintains closer economic relations with Turkey than Germany. We therefore have a strong interest in close relations between Turkey and Europe. The beginning of the Turkish constitutional reforms marks a further step in Turkey's movement towards Europe. I fully support the continuation of EU accession negotiations. As you know, this is an open-ended process that will not lead to a positive conclusion automatically. But we should conduct these negotiations diligently in an atmosphere of trust and of utmost honesty. There are good reasons why Turkey can be seen as a very positive example for Arab Spring countries. And this is also true when it comes to the combining of democracy and Islam. I am confident that Turkey will continue to act as a role model and successfully continue its process of reform. A strong and modern Turkey is also important for the North Atlantic family of nations. Considering the current conflicts in its direct neighborhood, Turkey can rely on the solidarity of both the EU and of NATO. This is of vital importance, especially as we are currently experiencing a fundamental paradigm shift in the region. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Atlantic Council brings together an impressive group of decision makers and experts to discuss all of these subjects with one another. Your summit focuses upon the major economic and energy policy issues for both the region and the world. And this is exactly the right approach. Economic prosperity and a reliable energy supply of vital importance, not least for modern security policy. So let us continue to work together closely for prosperity, growth, and a bright future. So thank you very much for your attention.